On the deck of the Maersk, Alabama, celebration.
And the Capt never gave this crew up.
Their captain, Richard Phillips, is free, safely aboard a U.S. warship after Navy SEALs opened fire on his pirate captors.
We're gonna go celebrate. You bet.
Phillips had been held by 4 armed men aboard a lifeboat since he traded himself for his crew when the Maersk, Alabama was attacked in the Indian Ocean last Wednesday. A small flotilla of U.S. warships had gathered around the lifeboat, attempting to negotiate a peaceful end to the standoff. One of the warships, the USS Bainbridge, was actually towing the hijacked vessel out of rough seas, and one of the pirates was on board the American warship negotiating when tensions flared. The pirates on the lifeboat pointed their weapons at Captain Phillips, tied up inside the craft.
The on-scene commander determined that the captain was in imminent danger. He had a weapon aimed at him, and the on-scene commander saw that the weapon was aimed at him and took it that pirate was getting ready to use that weapon.
Navy SEAL snipers opened fire from the deck of the Bainbridge. They'd also been shadowing the lifeboat off and on from inflatable boats at sea level. Within minutes, 3 of the pirates were dead, Captain Phillips was free, and the pirate aboard the Bainbridge gave himself up.
The captive, it's my understanding, is being cooperative. He's being well cared for, well fed.
President Obama had given the green light for decisive military action on Friday. In a statement, he saluted Captain Phillips' courage as a model for all Americans. Maersk's chief executive officer spoke to his captain shortly after his rescue.
And I'm going to quote him. "John, I'm just the byline. The heroes are the Navy, the SEALs, and those that have brought me home."
Back in Captain Phillips' hometown in Vermont, his family was thrilled, and wife and husband had already spoken.
I think you can all imagine their joy and what a happy moment that was for them. They're all just so happy and relieved.
There's already been one report that Somali pirates are threatening retaliation for today's action. The head of the U.S. Fifth Fleet said this could well escalate violence in the region, but he said the U.S. had to send a message that it does not pay ransom to pirates. Nancy?
Kimberly, any word on what happens now to the pirate who was captured?
Well, he is being held on the USS Boxer, and Justice Department officials are looking into whether they'll charge him with something. Again, they want to let pirates in the region know there will be a price to pay, possibly in American courts, for what they've done.
Kimberly, Dozier in Washington tonight. Thank you. And with us now from Underhill, Vermont, the hometown of Captain Phillips, is Karen Anderson of our Boston station WBZ. Karen, good evening, and there must be just an atmosphere of elation in that neighborhood this evening.
Nancy, word spread quickly here in Underhill with the news that Captain Phillips is safe. Every person we've seen is celebrating this, and many came rushing over to the Phillips home as soon as they heard this town has shared in the agonizing wait, and now finally the end everyone wanted. Neighbors we spoke with are thrilled.
I think, like everybody else, we're just thoroughly overjoyed right now. It's just a great day.
I want to go over and give Andrea and her kids a big hug and just tell them how happy I am.
He is a national hero at a time in our history when we really need one.
And now they're talking about what kind of welcome home party they want to have for Captain Phillips. Nancy?
And Karen, what about the Phillips family? When do we expect to hear from them?
Well, they've been inside together privately, just letting it all sink in, but we have learned that Mrs. Phillips will be going to New York to see her husband on Tuesday. Nancy?
Karen Anderson of our Boston affiliate WBZ, thank you. Such a happy ending.